Sorry, Dad.
I suspect foul have eliminated no suspects.
Keep it so you didn't reveal it. Spill it.
The network premiere of Knives Out on TNT.
Chelsea and Coldador
I know we're together a lot, but I can't get enough of her.
are pushing inside spaces outside their comfort zone.
I want to introduce my clients to ideas they didn't even know they loved.
Down Home Fab premieres Monday, January 16th at 9 on HGTV.
With Prime Video, give the season to binge. Every episode brings the power, plus all the Lord of the Rings movies on the one app that unites them all.
I'm going on an adventure!
Catch up on hit shows, rewatch your favorite movies, and even stream live sports. Watch it all with your fellowship.
A very happy match, indeed.
See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Monday.
I love you, man. I love you.
I need to tell my sister that I'm homosexual. She may reject me, which will break my heart.
We're supposed to get married tomorrow, but I'm so nervous that he's only marrying me because he wants to move to the United States. Yo no sé qué es tu intención.
Si tú tienes duda, no te cases.
90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Monday at 8 on TLC.
Wednesdays are boundless, they say. Happy New Year, happy 2023 to everyone. Thanks for tuning in and watching my AEW Dynamite live watch longer actions live here on YouTube, as they just gave us a video package in the final commercial break before Dynamite goes live on the air for the first time in the new year. New era, new year, potential new looking Dynamite beginning tonight, so we'll see how the show goes. As they're up in Pacific Northwest, and Daniel Bryan along with Darby Allin on the card. Bryan Danielson, of course, now having been in All Elite Wrestling for about a year and a half or so now, after debuting at All Out in 21. Here we are, early 2023, seemingly going after the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, I might add, as MJF is contractually obligated to appear on the show tonight, as he says, New Year, same me, likewise, right back at you, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. But I'll have to go live with Dynamite, got a remix of the opening video package with the theme song, as we're still going to light the fuse and break the boom, but new graphics, new Dynamite, AEW Dynamite, and a new entrance as well. Basically all LED boards, all screens, with the opening pyro. Very SmackDown Live-esque from 2016. One entrance in the middle, and yeah, just a bunch of screens. As I guess the new Dynamite in the new year is going to begin with some sports entertainers, if you will. Jericho going to be in action taking on Ricky Starks. But, of course, Mike Mansuri, who used to work for the WWE, now in AEW, heading some production. Yeah, good, fresh new look for Dynamite. I mean, rather than the, edgier, dark indie look that it's had the past 4 years now. I mean, stick to themselves. As Jericho has been the one to reinvent himself through the years, I mean, I don't know if now is honestly the right time to change it or not, but I mean, why not the start of the new year? So, and they're in Seattle for the first time, I might add. Aubrey Edwards is going to be your official referee, so she's at home as well. But the crowd chanting along, singing along, I should say, to Judas as Jericho's a heel, but he's completely over the crowd, and rightfully so. We'll see how over Starks is, but AEW with a new look. Judas in my mind, but and Dasha gonna be ring announcing again for the second consecutive week. I don't know where the hell Justin Roberts is at. Thought last week, okay, maybe he was on the Southwest flight, but 2 straight weeks. Don't know what's up with that. She just, I mean, she's alright. She just doesn't bring the same energy as he does with entrances. You know, she was good in the WWE for their type of ring announcing at times, but the same thing with Justin Roberts. Roberts, you know, for Moxley and a few others, just maybe he's just getting time off for all we know. You're definitely gonna have to get used to the new look, you know, because it's very WWE-esque. It is. I'm not gonna lie, it is. It's just a bunch of screens, a bunch of Trons. But Jericho and Starks one-on-one to begin the new year, begin Dynamite on TBS here. We'll see if it puts him over or not. Probably not, and rightfully so. Starks is alright. I don't really like him though. But, of course, 2.0 ringside for Jericho here. And Ricky chant from the crowd. They still have the black aprons and the black, as Jericho flips off the crowd. You know, the black indie barricade that they've had, you know, through the years. I don't get why they got to change up the entrance, but I guess in their eyes it was time for a change, so we're just going to get used to it one way or another, so I'll leave it at that. But we have this match. I'm sure they're going to give us the bottom graphic for what's to come, but as mentioned, Aubrey chant from the crowd. As mentioned, she's at home. But, yeah. Gonna have a couple promos, a couple updates on a few people. But with Aubrey at home, as mentioned, Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson in action. That'll probably be somewhere in between now and 9 o'clock, probably at the 9 o'clock hour, so it's not kicking off the show. Because in the main events, Samoa Joe and Darby Allin for the TNT title after what happened last week at New Year's Smash. And of course, next week they got a big show in LA. We'll see if we get anything big happening tonight. I thought we were going to get something big to end the show last week, but we didn't. Other than Darby and then, you know, setting up that match tonight. It's sort of stale. Update on Hangman, yeah. We'll hear from Moxley. I might add as well, they'll probably be together since they're feuding. Shivani interviewing Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. They'll potentially feud in due time for the world title. Jericho pushing back Aubrey. We'll have a tag team title match. MJF, as mentioned, is contractually obligated to appear live on Dynamite tonight. And then Swerve Strickland with his two, whatever you want to call him, by his side now, no longer with Keith Lee, going to take on, missed who it was, but in singles action. We'll get to that match later. Renee is going to have an interview. I mean, she was interviewing everybody in every segment, I felt like, last week. Another tag team match in the women's division. And then the main event, the TNT title on the line, Samoa Joe and Darby Allin. Starks walking the top rope and then jumps down and elbows Jericho. And then nice slam, cover 1-2 and a kick out. But should be an alright show. I mean, on paper, it's... I mean, you got this, the TNT title match. This crowd's going to be hot for Bryan if they're hot for Aubrey here. They'll be hot for Darby as well. But, you know, they're on the road to Revolution. We'll see if they give us any announcements on where they're going to be anytime soon. Rampage is going to be live this week, I might add, as well. Battle of the Belts 5. Both will be back-to-back on Friday night. 10 to 11 and 11 to 12. So Seattle's only getting one show. There's no Rampage City tonight. It'll be just south in Portland with everyone causing a ruckus. And then they do change up the graphics for where they're going to be. It's a little, rather than long and skinny across the bottom, it's a little thicker towards the top. They not necessarily bolted it up. Vertical suplex her off the ring apron to the floor. Just, they've spiced it up, you know. Holy shit chant. But, yeah, they're finally out west. They'll go back down southwest and then come back east before going back out west. As mentioned, they're on the road to Revolution, which will be in San Fran in about 2 months. And from now until then, of course, you have this show. Next week's LA show for Dynamite going to be good. We'll see if they give us a beach break or a wrestling bowl of some sorts as they take us to a split screen commercial. Still come tonight with, I mean, shit, they don't need to run those graphics like KD does all the damn time, one after another, like they just did, but I guess that's how they're going to do it for the time being. But then Revolution, and then we'll get the Double or Nothing, and probably have a couple more TV specials. I mean, the past month or so, honestly, it's been a TV special every single week. From Winners Coming to Holiday Bash to New Year's Smash, new Dynamite tonight. Next week's show should be pretty good. And then we'll go from there. But they still got to do Jericho and Daniel Garcia. But he's right now working Ricky Starks. Jericho recently lost the Ring of Honor World title. Also recently lost to Jobber. We'll see if he loses here tonight, but yeah, most definitely gonna have to get to the new look, get used to it. It's like they had it how they had it. That's why I don't get why there's need for a change. But like I said, with Jericho being one to reinvent himself all the time, sometimes you just know when to change. So it's going to give us, of course, something to talk about. I mean, hell, we already are. I don't know what anybody else thinks about the new entrance setup for Dynamite, but let me know in the comments below and back to it. So Jericho and Starks one-on-one as they give us the dark results from recently. And as always, once again, thank you for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. So from corner to corner, Starks hits him back with a clothesline. Jericho Try to get 2.0 to get the clap going. Alright, they're going to have an update still to come on Dynamite tonight, they say. For what? I completely missed it, so we'll see. I think Excalibur said something about the setup, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, I don't know. Boo and yays on the chops. Another clothesline. Drop kick. This crowd's hot. Stark's going to pick him up. More forearms. Yeah, off the ropes. One of the DDT it looked like, but then a power bomb. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out. As AEW is live, almost 24 hours since Wrestle Kingdom went on the air, and we'll see if they give us any insight on what happened there or not. If not, we'll get into those results later. And this is the one Dynamite tonight that we're not getting a trios match in the best of 7 series. That'll be next week for the final. Yeah, rather than the edgier look, it has more of a, sport feel to it. But it's still the same wrestling that it's been. Like I said, it's just going to take some time to get used to it. No. Super kick, yes. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. But it's their company, they can do what they want. It's a business. You change this, you can sell this. There's a code breaker. Jericho telling him to get up and hit him with the Judas effect. Nope. And then Starks catches him, gonna pile drive him. No, Jericho reverses it. I'm going to have him on the walls here in a minute. He's about halfway there on the turn. Now he's got it locked in. Starks taps, Jericho wins. They'll probably give us another 5 minutes of this. Is that Bob's son, Bob, on the camera? He's going to get a rope break here. Jericho's going to get screwed out of a win one or another. 2.0 is going to cost him. They'll interfere and it'll go wrong and Starks will pick up the win. That's how this is going to end. It's exactly how this is going to end. Well, in the meantime, Floyd, the baseball bat, knocks out Ricky Starks as Aubrey was on the other side of the ring attending to a distraction from 2.0, and Starks is out. Jericho still has the Judas, Jericho, locked in. And yeah, 1, 2, he's going to hold it at 2.5, 3. Yeah, he's fighting back. Jericho's still going to get screwed over here. Is that a 4-1-2 hat that's in the background? So Starks reverses it. Now he's punching Jericho. Kicks him. And a quick roll up. 1, 2, and a kick out. DDT off the ropes. Yep. And now 2.0 getting back involved. Starks, spear, cover. That should do it. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks defeats Chris Jericho to kick off Dynamite in the new year. The first. As here comes the rest of JAS. They're going to beat up Starks. I believe in Seattle we have a 412 hat, and there's a dude with a Penguins sweatshirt as well. And now somebody's coming out. Oh, it's that Action Andretti dude. Beat Jericho a couple weeks ago. For whatever reason, his eye's all beat up. Black eye. We got steel chair and going to town with JS. Guevara deserves it for sure. Tay's ringside, I might add. But there's a shot from Hager. To Hager, excuse me, in his purple hat. Oh, that's right. The burn. They got him with the fireball. There's Anna Jay as well. And then they give him a low blow. Which I'm sure he'll remember that, especially for them too. But now they beat him up. So yeah, it's Ricky Starks and Action Andretti against the JAS. So who else is coming out? We're gonna have, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 with these two. Jericho with the steel chair. And Action Andretti with the last name in the wrong sport, but that's neither here nor there. Steel chair shot right to the nuts. See, that's right. That's why he has the bruised eye because of the fireball. I'm sure that's just damn good makeup job, though. As Hager does the pose, he's gonna go through it. Now they're gonna powerbomb Starks. They're gonna powerbomb Starks to the table ringside. Yep, there you go. All right. So they stand tall for now, even after defeat. But yeah, the JAS in full control. And I'm not the table because it broke. Jericho sits down in the steel chair that he had in his hands. And we go to commentary. Excalibur, Taz, and Tony Schiavone. Got a new booth. Got a new entrance. Got a bunch of just new shit overall on AEW. The graphics. But the wrestling stays the same. The tag team title match with the Acclaimed and Double J, J, Double F, J, Double R, E, Double T, Jeff Jarrett, and Jay Lethal. Update on Hangman's condition next. So they'll go to break. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get used to all this new shit for AEW. Because that's the thing, they've been so different to everything else, and now they're, hate to say it, but in the same boat as everybody else. It's like they said they were going to stick to themselves, and I get change, you got to change. But it's too similar. I wonder how long this is going to last until they, go back to it, if there is any backlash. But look through the years of how much, other companies have also changed their look, It's just how it is nowadays. You got to have the brightest light, the clearest thing to see. It's all LED. It's all the boards. It's all the screens. It's all it is. There's one entrance. There's no babyface or heel tunnel anymore. And as I said, it feels very SmackDown Live-esque from 2016. It does. But yeah, that's how Dynamite begins. Starks rolling them up. And then avoided tapping out. Hit him with the spear and 1, 2, 3. But then afterwards, JS came out, Jericho Appreciation Society, and beat up Starks and that Action Andretti dude, who, for whatever reason, they're high on. But so be it. I mean, I get you got to build somebody, but yeah, Starks beats Jericho, and then next they said an update on Hangman. So, of course, he suffered a concussion a couple months ago, recently returned in a feud with Moxley again, and we're from Moxley tonight. Of course, they give us the city look, not the, hey, this is where we are, and the sport teams and all that shit. They just do an aerial shot of the city, the Space Needle, down in the corner, Fish Market. There comes the Hangman from the Wild Wild West to big ovation for him. They still have the same pyro. And he hasn't wrestled since suffering a concussion against Moxley back in October. So, and they still have the same bottom graphic for the entrance. You know, it just looks a little different, you know, with the coloring. The city of where they're going to be at when they advertise that, that's different as mentioned. I mean, basically, it's just the entrance and the color scheme with how the graphics look. Because everything in the ring and ringside is still all the same. Shivani in the ring with an interview, but Moxley going to come out next. We're hearing from Hangman now. Oh yeah, that's right. They're going to have this match next week if he accepts. If he can go, if he's healthy.
There is nothing that I wanted more to come out here tonight and tell you I'm good to go.
I'm not. Yep. They're going to run that storyline that he's not medically cleared to compete. They're going to scrap it. Yeah. Let's do it now. All right. They're going to have call the forum the Florum. Botchamania. Calls out the doc. That's correct. If he gets a good scan, he's cleared. From catering to the roof to the ring, they're going to have a fight next week. All right. And now here comes Moxley. Is he still going to enter through the crowd? Yes. And the wild thing, as there's a blonde bitch in Cleveland, Ohio, that hates this fucking song as always. Here comes Moxley. So they said double up on this. Update from Hangman, we'll hear from Moxley. They'll do it together. And the wild thing coming out on Dynamite. I'm just trying to pinpoint who would Moxley be? Who would Hangman be? Who would Jericho be? Who would, Samoa Joe, Darby, Bryan all be on Deadliest Catch? Moxley on the mic. And now into the ring. So we'll see what they have to say here. But they're going to have a fight. They're going to have a match next week, it looks like. Moxley chant from the crowd. And it'd be interesting to see who they'd have go over. Or if they're going to do a best of 2, best of 3, best, they're doing that now. Moxley saying, I'm surprised you even made here tonight. Surprised you even know your name and remember everything that happened. Yeah, everything that he's been through. Moxley getting sick and tired. Being sick and tired. We can't hear you, is chanting in the crowd. Is his mic not working? Well, I can hear him clear as day on TV. Moxley saying, hey, give me another fucking mic. These people can't hear me. I'm going to have to repeat everything I just said, but Seattle, can you hear me now? Now they can hear him. The one in his left hand. And now the mic cuts out. All right, we're going to get it back on track. They can hear him again. Jesus Christ, he says. And there's, for whatever reason, still somebody in the front row wearing a fucking mask. It's not 2020 anymore, dude. And then got back up. Victim. Moxley says he's sick. Hangman now gonna grab the mic. Can they hear him? Hangman's not mad about that. What is he mad about then? So he's got, head issues. Hangman's not mad at Moxley for knocking him out. What's he mad about him then?
You don't seem like a guy for nuance, so I'll put it to you simple. What I'm angry about is how you called me out here. And when I stood face to face,
He's mad about how he called him out. Couldn't do it face to face. And then making jokes about it.
you nearly took my career from me. You nearly
Career? I don't know about that. They're just adding this into it now. I mean, a head injury is a head injury, though. So, don't know how serious it was or could have been, for that matter. Of course, he was out with an injury for a little while. And his, world title run, it wasn't that great, unfortunately. And then he goes from Hangman to Punk to, should have been MJF, but back to Mox, and then MJF for sure now. I've had 2 in the chamber with your name on it, he says. And you're going to get them next week. All right. One's good enough, but 2, the first one doesn't work. At least you got a backup plan. The only joke around here is you. You think next time's going to be any different, so Moxley saying he's going to knock him out again, basically. Next week, make sure this time you don't get back up. What are we gonna have? Falls count anywhere? Last man standing match with these two next week. So Moxley exits the ring. It does seem personal. I don't know if it's just on the screen, if there is bad blood in real life with these two or not. But yeah, they're gonna face now next week. Hangman Adam Page and John Moxley 1-1. Still coming right this Mojo Darby Allin for the TNT title. What's next though? What is up next? Well, a video package hyping that TNT title match with Darby Allin and Samoa Joe. They need to merge these TV titles. They do. But they're getting Ring of Honor, you know, on track the way they want it under the AEW umbrella with Ring of Honor TV now under the subscription service. So, yeah, last week Joe cut off Wardlow's ponytail and he's going to have a new look. We'll see if he comes out to screw him over and Darby wins of some sorts, and then, you know, they go at it for the Ring of Honor title potentially. They, you know, they just go out in singles or, you know, whatever the case may be. Because, I mean, you think about it for the world title, it's MJF and right now Bryan Danielson, but then you got to throw Ethan Page into it, even though Bryan beat Page recently. But then long term, it's going to be Wardlow. And here comes Jeff Jarrett with his TNA theme, as we're going to get Lethal, I might add, as well. So, 2 claps and Ric Flair, why don't you? And the old guitar with Sanjay and Kali's son. Where's Karen and Kurt at? But this is a tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. The Acclaim defending against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Of course, they were both in Impact for quite a while. I mean, the shots with the camera are similar. That's nothing new. It's just the look. It's the colors, is what it is, and it's the entrance. It's all Titantron. It's all screen. It's all LED board. And now we're gonna love the Acclaim. So scissor me, and we'll see what they got to say tonight. But yo, listen. With Daddy Ass. Oh shit. Take an L and blame it on Dixie. Bring up Andrew Tate as well. Total non-stop Acclaim. Seattle's. The Acclaimed have arrived. Scissor me, Daddy Ass. But they're saying that Karen, his wife, Angle Jarrett, better watch what she says, because she's getting mocked more than Skip Bayless with what he said the other night. So hopefully everyone's doing okay real soon, but AEW World Tag Team titles are on the line. Next, right now on Dynamite with the Acclaimed. Hopefully going to retain. I think they're not going to put them on Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal. Bones get a haircut. Looks like got a half haircut, to be honest with you. Somebody that shaved the front side of his head, or just the front side of the sides of his head, and then nothing else. As they continue to promote where they're going to be at. So they're Pacific Northwest tonight. They'll stay out west, come back east, but then go back out west. So I haven't been to an AEW show since early fall. Probably won't be to another until early spring, unfortunately. But be sure to check out those videos and be sure to subscribe. And thank you once again for tuning in and watching. But a couple chops, a couple kicks into the corner. And we'll see how much Billy Gunn and Sanjay and the Giant get involved in this matchup. As Jay Lethal tags in, him and Bowens going one-on-one. And jumping over each other and off the ropes, and there's a kick to the gut. And nice scissor there on the leg drop, as they say, scissor us, scissor me. Little tongue as well. There's a tag. And, all right. Bowen's now the legal man for the Acclaim, taking on Jay Lethal. I'd really like to know what people think of the new look. I would. Bowen's telling Jeff Jarrett to suck it. He wouldn't be saying what he's saying without Jeff Jarrett giving him the okay. You know, and then Karen and Kurt in on it as well. And everybody's just hooked now. You'd have to think at least, you know, that's the case. I don't know, though. Scissor me, they're going to jump off the rope, and then the leg drop to the midsection there. And then Jeff Jarrett getting in the middle of it. And then a right hand gets reversed. They'll pick him up and slam his ass down. And then they're going to scissor him, too. And now they'll strut and, do the scissor there. So this match will continue. They'll probably take a break here in a minute. No, they're going to stick with it. The Acclaim are going to win. I mean, I'd be shocked if they put him on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Ref not paying any attention. Billy Gunn's going to get thrown out. Yep. Get your ass out of here. You're gone. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal celebrate. And now they'll take a break. They'll take a split screen commercial with Pitcher and Pitcher, hashtag AEW Dynamite, and share on social media. But yeah, this tag team title match continues, so we'll see who wins. Also still to come tonight, as we're about half hour, 45 minutes or so in. We'll have Bryan Danielson and Tony Nese, Swerve Strickland and whoever the hell AR Fox is. And then another interview, and then a women's tag team match. MJF obligated to appear in some sort of fashion, so we'll see what that entails. And then the main event is Samoa Joe and Darby Allin for the TNT title. So that's Dynamite in a nutshell. So we'll see what it gives. As always, I'm sure something will. Just as always. So well, thanks for tuning in and watching. Our host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool and Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. The links in the description below, the thumbs up button. Share, hashtag AEW, hashtag AEW Dynamite. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated.
Your TV bills don't have to. Get the 3-year TV price guarantee only from Dish. Find your reason to go on. Past the doubt, past the pain, and past your limits. No matter what, we go on. File freeze. She's not Kat Medina delivering pizza in her 2003 hatchback. She's Kat Medina, bringer of sustenance, provider of all things greasy and caloric.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house. He got a hologram.
That's a cover. Nope. Count, though, on the pin. I don't know why they didn't count that. But now, I guess they're saying that Jeff Jarrett was legal, not Jay Lethal. And now back to the action. What's the crowd chanting? Yeah, fuck you something. They're chanting fuck you something. And now Lethal showing off, elbow drop misses. Hot tag. Jeff Jarrett's legal. Bowen's not going to get to Max Caster though. As Sanjay goes over with his pencil and tells him to suck it. So Bowen's fighting back with some rights and chops. Off the ropes. Yeah, Rampage is going to be live this week for the first time in a good 2 months, I'd have to think. Probably got to go the whole way back to Full Gear, to be honest with you, mid-November. Because everything since then's been taped. I mean, as it normally is, you know, a good 48, 50 weeks out of the year. Another tag made. So here comes Lethal and Caster. Yeah, that big guy doesn't do shit. Sanjay's good. There's a super kick. And then over the top rope. Yeah, Lethal misses her on the tackle, or on the catch. But Caster now off the top rope. There's a nice kick out, 1-2 after the flying maneuver there off the top rope. Crossbody is all it was. Who's legal? Caster and Lethal, right? Yeah. Drop kick. Tag. Maybe this will be it. Jeff Jarrett comes out of nowhere, shoves it down, pushes him ringside, off top rope. Jeff Jarrett to Caster. Bowen's now being tag teamed. But I think he likes that. And then cover. 1, 2, kick out. Can Sanjay get a brighter yellow pencil while he's at it? Jesus Christ. I think it's probably banana yellow pencil color. It's probably as brightest yellow pencil I've ever seen. Pencils that color yellow, just no, you don't. They're normally darker. And now, as the big guy flips him off, now all the refs are running down the ring. What the fuck? All right, hazmat suit, Rick Knox, Aubrey, the others. Yeah, they just threw the big guy out, which he doesn't do shit anyway. So what's the point? He used to play basketball in the NBA. Just like Veer used to play pro baseball. But Sanjay's still ringside, telling Jay Lethal to watch out. Which then Bowens reverses that, but then Jay Lethal, oh my god, that didn't even connect. Cover, 1, 2, we're going to get a rope break though right here. 1, yeah, foot's on the bottom rope. And then he pushes the foot, and the Acclaim just lost. So Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions. But there's controversy. Are they going to show video replay? Are they going to restart this match? Aubrey's in the ring and said, no. No, they didn't win. No. It was 1, 2, 3, but foot was on the rope, and then you counted, didn't see it. Then they pushed it off. The refs are getting together, and they're going to restart this match. The Acclaimed are going to win. So Jeff Jarrett gets in Aubrey's face. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal won, but they're going to lose here. Attention, please. They've decided it's going to get restarted. And it's going to continue. Crowd goes nuts. All right. And the refs, all the refs are still trying to get that big guy, Satnam Singh, out. Yeah. Sanjay, a little rat. And then doubled into a super kick. A quick roll up, though. 1, 2 on the ropes again, but then they roll it through on another reversal. Quick roll up, 1, 2, 3, and the Acclaimed win. So, good finish. Yeah, the Acclaimed are still your AEW World Tag Team Champions. And Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal like, no, I can't believe it. As they sit there their titles. So, there's that for you. American Dragon sign. Who the hell is that walking down the ring? Oh, that's Billy Gunn. Daddy ass. Okay. And Shivani now with an interview. Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. We are at Penn State. But, yeah, they got a tag team match next week. They're going to potentially give away who Paige Saraya's partner is next week. So we'll see if they give us a clue or not. Paige doesn't get what AEW is, says Britt Baker. Saraya. But she doesn't understand what they mean to AEW. Britt's an AEW original. Hayter didn't come in until the first Rampage. And what has she done? Let alone what has she done as a women's champion the past 2 months? Not a damn thing. Still riding Britt's coattails.
And we worked our way up to the top of the women's division. No doubt. And now, Jamie.
But for whatever reason, she's women's champion. That's what I said earlier. They'll feud in due time, but they got to get through this tag team match first off.
Is that last week she had 2 of the best female wrestlers in the world standing right next to her. So no matter who she's looking for, out there, over here, wherever, Sheeta and Toni Storm, whether we like it or not, we don't, are fantastic professional wrestlers.
Okay.
How has she not made a decision yet who her partner is?
Maybe she just wants you to think about it.
Yeah, maybe she does just want you to think about it. It's going to be a surprise, whoever it
You know,
is.
maybe it was your house.
It was your house.
But Jamie
Was, yeah.
is the champion.
And Jamie Hayter's a women's champion for whatever fucking reason, but she's the champ.
She's the killer.
She's the killer. I'm the pillar.
Yours truly.
Yours truly, Britt Baker, DMD, as Shivani does it with her. See, he really didn't give anything away there. Maybe if Paige Saraya has an interview or a promo of some sorts, or they just have something in the graphic later that they promote for next week, clue us in. I mean, people are saying it's this person, it's that person. You know, yeah, probably going to be right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's, you know, like, who the hell is this, though? You know, it'd be a, you know, downfall compared to, honestly, who people think it is or could be, which, you know, that person as well, you know, why do I care? Never liked her anyway. But showed up at Wrestle Kingdom is all I'll say. But yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 17, we had a match with Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, and surprisingly, so we'll pull up Wrestle Kingdom results. Surprisingly, Omega won back the IWGP United States Championship from Ospreay. Like I said a couple weeks ago, this could have happened. It did happen. Now, is Omega going to be going back to Japan anytime soon, or are they going to continue this, the Forbidden Door, if you will, on AEW TV? We'll see. You would have thought, though, Ospreay is just going to retain, Omega would put him over, that's that. But, they've had United Empire on Dynamite before, and on pay-per-views, so yeah, they're going to build from now with Wrestle Kingdom to the first time in the new year, to Revolution, to Double or Nothing. Forbidden Door is going to be over the summer, I'd have to think, so might get something there. New Japan's got a New Year's show I might add tomorrow, but yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise. Kenny Omega defeating Will Ospreay and becoming the new IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. And then Okada is in fact the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, as he defeated Jay White. So the Rainmaker, as both main event matches went 30 minutes. I would have to think, they'll be on TV in due time if you didn't watch it live at 3 a.m. here on the East Coast, midnight Pacific last night. As, of course, they're 3 hours behind us out in Seattle right now as well. But with New Japan on Access TV, they normally show off those matches on that. So give it a month or so. Jungle Boy now interview. Actually, just going to cut a promo. Nobody left that he can count on. Maybe he spoke too soon. Big Bill, Little Bill, Jungle Boy. Next week, one night only, we're going to have Jungle Boy and Hook against Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. But here comes the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, in his home state. The graphics with the entrances, at least the entrance video, those are a little different. But yeah, he's home. He'll win this match with ease. He's from Aberdeen. Had to retire. Remember, came back in Seattle with AEW for the first 7 night. So, yeah. He's going to take on Tony Nese, who's already in the ring. Mark Sterling in his corner, along with us Josh Woods, yeah. Talk to your biceps some more, you're going to lose. And Aubrey Edwards, once again, your official referee. So bell rings, match underway, and here we go. But yes chant from the crowd. I mean, they're as hot as they've been all night for Bryan Danielson here. And I mean, rightfully so, Now he's being attacked. Ref not paying attention, though, and then Nese hits him. Boos now from the crowd. And then, Bryan getting taken out. Tony Nese misses, though, but then hits him with a running knee into the corner. Cover 1, 2, and then a kick out at 2.5. Now punching him in the neck. Yeah, boos to Tony Nese, who's, nothing special. Daniel Bryan chant from the crowd rather than Bryan Danielson. Let's go Bryan with a chop. Kick and a chop. Right back to it. Chop. Kick. 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 Yes, 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 yes. And reverse it into the corner. Off the top rope. On the flip. Off the ropes. Off the ropes. Clothesline. Running knee here potentially. You're going to go home already at the finish. It's going to be a quick match. 1, 2, 3. Yes, kicks in the middle of the ring. Yep. Yes. 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 They promote AEW Fight Forever, the video game that's still coming soon. Oh, yes, but he catches him. And then a quick roll up. 1, 2, and then picks him up. Oh, shit. Power bombs him into the corner. And then exposes the knee brace. And then a miss, so he hits the middle turnbuckle. Bryan, now here's your finish. Gonna hit him with a running knee. And a cover, or is he gonna let it play out? He's gonna embrace the crowd. They'll serenade him. Hopefully nobody's throwing up the X in any of these matches tonight. And now he's going to kick him in. Stomps to the face. Yes, chants from the crowd. Yes, 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 yes. And now submission. Tony Nee's going to tap out, and Bryan's going to win. Crossface. Yeah, he's not even going to tap. He's out. So Aubrey calls for the bell. Bryan Danielson, your winner. As expected, rightfully so. Bryan Danielson victorious on Dynamite tonight. That's no mistake. Still to come. Is this when MJF's coming out? Because he's, obligated. Well, Bryan's on the mic, so he might call him out. Because he's obligated to appear. Just don't know how yet. This might be it. Bryan's on the mic, going to probably say thanks. MJF's going to come out. MJF's coming out here to Bryan Danielson on Dynamite. It's 9 o'clock. And if he doesn't, I'd be shocked. Because where else are they going to put him on the show now? Nothing else makes sense, especially with Bryan going after the world title. They might have that match next week. They might hold off until Revolution, though. Bryan saying it's great to be home. Bryan's feeling froggy. Ribbit, ribbit. And he's ready for another fight. All right. Who else is coming out? MJF, get your ass out here. So crank that on 98.1. And is MJF going to come out? Yep. Here he comes. The world champ, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And he's getting booed. And rightfully so, because they're in Seattle, and Bryan's calling his ass out. So this is how he'll appear on the show tonight. Cut my music, cut my music. He's got the world title around his waist. The Triple B. But a new year, same him. Spits his gum out, and they'll go to the split screen commercial with the promo. Let me get this straight. You want me to wrestle you right now? Crowd likes it. No, not tonight. Nope. They might have it next week. No, exactly. How about in a better city is what he'll say. He doesn't care about these fans, so he says. But he wouldn't be where he's out without them. MJF's a special attraction. What is this, the fucking circus? I mean, pro wrestling is sort of part of the carny business. Chanting your name over and over again. All due respect. Okay. Still be more charismatic than you. Just because you look like a goat doesn't mean you are one. My God. Back in 81 in Aberdeen, that Papa Mama Danielson, all the moms in Washington, couldn't find anybody better than Goat. Making jokes. All the boys talk about your mom and fill the whole arena. Line them up. They're out the door, wrapping around the corner. That looks like one. Him too. Who here? You think you're a big deal, don't you? Best wrestler in the world? That's impossible because I am. Get MJF's mom on your go-to favorite site. These marks. Athletic bones that are nowhere to be found. Asshole chant from the crowd. All right, MJF's naming off people who put him over as the best in the world. And Jim Cornette's his number one fan. Wonder what the graphic of the thumbnail is going to look like this week. Shut up, says Brian. We've heard it. Don't need to hear it anymore. A mom joke. What is this? Middle school? Brian hates MJF. And I think it's time for us to fight Brian. Now going to chase him down up the ramp, but MJF runs away. Slow your roll, Dragon. Anger issues on this guy is, says MJF. As he's up by the announce table. Telling the crowd to shut up. You might not realize MJF came here as a favor. He's going to get attacked. Has he got the firm back on his side? Play Wrestling, the Pro Wrestling. This company. You want a shot at the title? You got to become number one contender. Shut the fuck up, chant now. And MJF says, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to still talk. Nose in my business. So MJF talked to Tony Khan. Wrestle every week and win from now until February 8th, you'll be number one contender. So what's February 8th or February 15th? They're going to have a TV special that day? I'm just going to make an exception so he doesn't have to go through any hoops. Win every week till February 8th. I'll give you a match for the Triple B, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. All right, so then if he wins from now, February 8th, they'll have the match of Revolution for the world title. Brian says no. Does this all the time. Wrestle when I want it, become number one contender, and then I'm going to beat you for the championship. Tony Khan doesn't run the company. The EVPs don't. I do. MJF saying, hey, you're never going to wrestle me. You'll be number one contender until my contract runs up, which is in 2024. MJF going off. He's heated. Yeah, Mark Sterling is a horrible lawyer. He's always in a neck brace and, you know, humor you. Brian's going to agree to those stipulations. If what? If you agree to mine. Oh, Brian with the stipulation for the match. Remember last year Revolution was MJF and Punk in a dog collar match. Seriously, says MJF. He's going to say yeah, but then Brian's going to say something, you know, that he's not going to like. Brian's going to make a stipulation if he agrees. Any stipulation you want. No DQ. Call yourself the best professional wrestler. They can have an amateur wrestling match. Brian's challenge. Oh, they're having a 1 hour Iron Man match for the world title at Revolution. Brian has to win every match he's in, though, for the next month, and then a month off, and then they'll have the match at Revolution. Yeah, an hour Iron Man match. Scared, Maxi Pad? Maxi Pad chant. God damn it, you're on. You're not even going to get past week one. Who's he going to face? You're a joke artist, says MJF. Who's he going to face, though? We're going to see. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through everyone. So MJF's going to pick the opponents. Brian's going to beat him, and then at Revolution, we'll get an Iron Man match for the world title with MJF and Bryan Danielson. Yep. Here's what I didn't tell you before. I'm going to expose you, so he says. MJF, if Brian wins, I'd be fine with that, but I think he'll find a way to win at the end of the day, and he'll retain. Because long term, it's going to be MJF and Wardlow for the world title. But then also you might have a CM Punk return at some point in time too. Every single week, I'm going to expose you. He's going to put the nail in the coffin. He's going to kick his head in. All right. And Brian's music hits, and that's that. So we've had two good promos tonight that have taken up some time. Why February 8th? Why not the end of February and then you get to Revolution? Like, what are they going to do those couple weeks in between? Just promos back and forth? Up next, Swerve Strickland going to be in action for what it's worth. Brian going to celebrate now with the fans. But, yeah, Revolution will be a 1 hour, 60-minute Iron Man match with MJF and Brian Danielson for the world title. March 5th. I'll watch longer actions over on YouTube then, so be sure to tune in. But in the meantime, from now until then, every week, Brian's going to have to beat everyone he faces to become the number one contender, and then MJF's going to choose the opponent. And then we'll go from there. We just don't know who the opponents are. Remember, they did something similar like this when MJF and Jericho were going at it, and Jericho had to face, for the most part, a lot of people who didn't want to, and then, they got to that match then with him. But, MJF with his promos, I mean, man, it's top notch, but tonight, I think more so than not, him getting pissed off the way he was, him yelling into the mic, his movements, it very, Ric Flair-esque. Just back and forth in a promo battle. And he's damn good in the ring, too. He's their biggest homegrown talent. He is. And he's rightfully the world champion now. But now, after all this, he'll probably still find a way to win, retain. If Brian wins, he wins. But I highly doubt it, unfortunately. MJF would retain. Though, like I said, back at full gear, honestly, moving forward, should give him at least a 1 year run into early 2024 and then go from there, with him talking about, okay, 2024 is, the year of me, MJF, like, what's going to happen? Am I going to stay? Am I going to go? Like, it's all storyline-wise, even though it's, some real-life aspect to it, but that's that, so. Yeah, that was good. Probably the best part of the show thus far. We'll see how, it finishes out from now until the end of the show, another 45 minutes or so. Don't want to say it, because I know from now until 10 o'clock it's going to, go slow as hell, but show's gone, by pretty quick blink of an eye. I'm pretty fast thus far, I thought. It's been a pretty good show. I mean, probably when it's all said and done, going to be just an average, get used to the new look. And then we'll go from there. But I think right there, the Brian Danielson call out of MJF and then the promo, no doubt about it, has been the best part of the show thus far. But how's it going to end with the main event? Is something big going to happen? Wardlow coming out to screw over Joe? You're going to retain, Darby to win the team title in his hometown? We'll see. Still to come, though, yeah, Swerve Strickland in action next. We'll see if Keith Lee comes out. What else we got? The women's tag match. And then the main event. I think that's it, right? Yeah. And a championship match on Battle of the Belts. Oh, that's right. It'll be Kip Sabian, Mr. Boxhead, challenging for the AEW All-Atlantic title with Orange Cassidy. As Rampage is live this week, Battle of the Belts will be live right afterwards. Whose house? They say it's Swerve's house, but I mean, he's nothing special. He's not. And now he's got these two jabronis by his side, and Parker, and who the hell the other guy is. Your local Slipknot wannabe. But why the hell are people still wearing fucking masks? Jesus Christ. Talk about being brainwashed. Keith Lee has to be coming out. Probably after the match. So they give Swerve an entrance. Who the hell's AR Fox? Like, Swerve's gonna win this for one. And then, yeah, they'll continue Keith Lee. You know, Rick Ross, you know, you're a big motherfucker, and go from there. He's making his 2023 debut as he won the Three Kings Christmas ransom for 300 grand on Holiday Bash a couple weeks ago, I guess. All right. So from now until the main event, it's going downhill. No offense, but it is. And then we'll see if we get a good finish. But bell rings, match underway, and here we go. There's a nice backflip, and then that move misses, a knee into the barricade. Crowd on their feet. And into the ring. No, still going to fight ringside. Now back in the ring they go. And then clothesline, no. Pick them up. And another flip, and then he lands right in front of him. They stare each other down. But then he doesn't have backup when Swerve does. The tattooed, painted man, they say. Even though Parker's covered in tats too. They call the other guy the painted man because they haven't given away his name yet. Nice moonsault. Can we go to break? Rick Knox, your first referee. Yeah, it feels like the first, hour, 15 or so is good. Best part of the show. I mean, yeah, good luck following that with this. And now here we are with this women's tag match still coming in the main event. Like I said, it's going downhill quick here. Like, this crowd's dead. They're hot for saying it's Swerve's house, but get the slow clap going. Yeah, who is that other guy with Parker? If anybody knows, let me know. The painted man. Painted face man henchman is what they call him. The painted man. What the fuck? So now we'll take a break. So we'll get back to the action momentarily, but just as always, once again, thanks for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to social media. Links in the description below.
Dove 0% is different. We left aluminum out and put unbeatable 48-hour freshness and 1-quarter moisturizers in. Dove 0% aluminum deodorant. Instantly dry feel and kind on skin.
The most prestigious prize in pro wrestling. It's Friday. Battle of the Belts 5 is live. Featuring Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic Championship. AEW Battle of the Belts 5 live. Friday at 11 on TNT. Sure you heard the news.
Friday night just got hot. Friday Night Vibes on TBS.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
It's a night full of culture, Disney go to Miami Park too.
Nah. Rated R, January 13th. Swerve Strickland in control of AR Fox here tonight on AEW Dynamite. Swerve, as he said, trying to tie up some loose ends from his past, but Fox is not out of this fight yet. Fox is resilient. He's taking that punch.
So some kicks back and forth here to continue this match back from break. Rick Knox, your official referee. There's a clothesline that misses. Insecurity on the Pele. That hits, but then, yeah, Parker and the painted face man, they call him, ringside. And away we go. All right. Swerve and Alicia Fox's there's a cover. 1, 2, kick out, just barely. Long lost brother. I have an idea of what AR Fox stands for, but you know, don't want to piss anybody off. Yeah, new era Dynamite, they say. I mean, it's honestly just the look with the graphics, the new entrance, the color scheme. Gonna take some time to get used to it for sure. Quick roll up, nope, and then all right, and then the kick into the corner. Walks over him, cuts him again, all right, and then off the top rope here. He's gonna move. No, hits him with a splash. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out. 2.5. So we're giving this match some time. We're giving every match time tonight. I mean, we've had 2 big promos, but everything else match-wise been at least 12, 15, if not 20 minutes long. This is awesome chant from the crowd. Split-screen commercials during every match I might add as well. Swerve should win this. You might see Keith Lee. Got a women's tag team match next. Then the main event. But up on the corner, sits Swerve. They're gonna, as Rick Knox, too busy. Well, Parker just handed him something. Was that a pair of brass knuckles? Yeah, we're gonna back body drop. It looked like ringside, but now painted face man with a distraction. Oh shit! Holy fuck! Right on the ring apron. Good God! Show a replay of that. That's when you need to be showing a replay of. Holy shit! Chant is right. Now Swerve off the top rope. Bringing him with a splash of his own. And then the stomp, cover, 1, 2, 3, and Swerve Strickland, your winner. What did he use? I'm pretty sure they're brass knuckles. But the distraction, and then the handoff, and then the punch, and then it was ball game from there. Yeah, what do you give him officially? But yeah, that right there on the ring apron, that was... If he's off by a couple inches and they're, you know, going to the floor with that, that's dangerous. We getting a Keith Lee appearance? Nope. So Renee with Paige Saraya interview backstage.
Thank you so much for taking the
There's
time
Tony
to sit down
Time
with me.
and
A lot of really powerful
along with
words
Sheeta as
being
well.
thrown in your direction from Britt Baker and from Jamie
So
Hayter.
is this one we're going to get clued in on her tag team opponent for next week?
Britt, isn't it? I mean, she's trying to gatekeep the AEW women's division. We're just trying to advance it where she's just trying to hold it back. That's
Hold it
essentially
back
what
to
happened.
advance it.
It should be about anyone but them. And you know what's not cool? I got screwed out of my championship because
Tony
of
Storm
my
got screwed. What's
face
new?
fractured. That's not cool.
Well, Saraya, there's been a ton of speculation. I'm
Ton
sure
of speculation.
Who exactly your
Who exactly the tag team partners are going to be?
We're in Los Angeles at the Forum. Do you care to make any announcement?
Any
I'm
announcement?
so excited. You know, we've been trending every
Excited.
single week with this, which I'm very excited about.
Trending
And, you
with
know,
it as well.
Since coming to AEW, I've learned so much. I have learned that we have the best female roster. in the
Best
world.
female
I learned that we
roster.
have the best matches in the world.
Best
And you
matches.
talk about Tony and Jamie, you know, from Bulgaria, and then we have you and Jamie at Holiday Bash, and you guys just absolutely killed it. And I just know that I am
Killing
sitting
it
next to
in the ring.
best wrestler in the world.
Best wrestler in the
So
world. That means
Tony, you're gonna be my partner. I'm really excited.
Paige Saraya says Tony's going to be her partner next week. Sheeta's like, what the hell?
We do have a bond. We do, and I'm just really excited about it. So I have this plan that was. This is a good decision.
Of course, Sheeta could get to Kyrie or Eminem, if you will, next week. Sheeta's like, what the fuck? So Paige Saraya says Tony Storm's her partner next week. We'll see if that lasts, which I doubt it. And now here come the Guns. Oh shit, we got another tag team match. The Ass Boys, if you will. Actually, they're in a suit and tie. Cut the music. And they say FTRIP May 27th, 2020 to December 21st, 2022. So the Guns are walking down the ramp, walking to the viewing of FTRIP. All right. So they're going to continue this feud. Are they going to show up is the question. Probably not, because they just wrestled at Wrestle Kingdom. But they got, I think might still appear. They got pictures, portraits of them in the ring as they're going to cut a promo now. So they cut it. Ass Boys chant from the crowd. Thank you for coming. Pay respects to FTR's legacy. FTRIP. I have something prepared. He's got an index card. He's got something to say. Hell of a year for FTR. Traveled the world. Worked a lot. But they've also lost a lot recently, I might add. What chant from the crowd. Seven star to 10 stars. Prepared something as well. What has he got to say? Austin Colton. The Ass Boys. Decrepit old weak dad bods. Lost in Ring of Honor, AAA, the IWGP. And then they even started a podcast recently nobody listens to. Thanks for tuning in and watching. That's Blue Meanie, about 10 rows up. Stand up. All rise. They're going to remember FTR. Moment of silence. Are they coming out or is somebody else coming out? Not here tonight, but here's the music. They are there. They are here. Here they come. Or are they just playing the music? Yeah, they just were on Wrestle Kingdom, 3 a.m. this morning. Ha ha ha! They laugh it off as the crowd completely fell for it. They give us the music. Now they're definitely going to come out. They play that card. Wrestle for any promotion, but never work in AEW again. But we're the new living legends. Top guns out, they say. So that's that. All right. They knocked down the pitchers. Tell everyone to suck it. What is this? DX? All right. Now they're going to promote the Trios final for the Trios Championships next week. Match 7 in the best of 7 series with Death Triangle and the Elite, which, of course, the NBA theme that they own now, I might add. I feel like it's just for this, but I could be wrong. And then Escalera de la Muerte, whatever the hell that means, match 7 tied at 3. I don't speak Spanish, so let me know in the comments below. And now they're going to go from that to a women's tag team match that nobody gives a shit about. Here comes Sky Blue. She'll be teaming with Kiera Hogan, okay. And then they'll take on Jade Cargill and whoever her tag team partner is. Of course, Jade was undefeated all of last season, still the TBS Women's Champion. And yeah, here comes Jade. Oh, Red Velvet and Jade Cargill. All right. This should be pretty quick. This should be a squash. This should be, I don't know, give it 5 minutes at that. Probably go to break. Start the main event. Which will go 15 minutes, maybe 20 at that. Have a commercial break at 10 till. See if they, give us any more updates on where they're going to be at in the future. And then that'll be it. That'll be the show, and we'll see if we get a good ending or not. Samoa Joe and Darby Allin for the TNT title. Of course, Joe last week cut Wardlow's ponytail off, so maybe he comes out, screw him over. Darby wins. Crowd goes home happy in his hometown. We'll see. But tag team match here in the women's division: Jade Cargill and Red Velvet taking on Sky Blue and Kiera Hogan. Just rollbacks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Jesus Christ. There's a leg drop. 1, 2, kick out. Tag team match going to continue. Let me guess. In picture. Yeah. So, commercial break. We'll get back to the action shortly.
Honey, are you going to throw pillows?
Relaxing to watch TV can be hard.
Remember how they stand?
Actually, watching TV,
HBO app.
it's easy with Dish. Live TV and streaming apps together with Dish.
Get crafts, sporting goods, restaurants, and the future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
When you find that perfect pair, nothing can stop you shine. Because when you feel fly, you look fly.
Jamie, I'm pretty sure that was my line. Get 2 pairs of Purveyor Revo plus a free exam for $89.95. Book your exam online today.
Saying it's a virus, some kind of parasite.
This cannot be repeated to anyone.
Child protected, but you didn't get sick.
I'm trying to keep you alive.
Tell me about your condition.
Did you know, unless you treat dandruff regularly, it will keep coming back? Try Head & Shoulders shampoo. Dandruff is caused by irritation to a germ that lives on everyone's scalp. Unlike regular shampoo, Head & Shoulders contains zinc purifying, which fights the dandruff-causing germ and helps prevent it from coming back. It's gentle on hair and provides up to 100% dandruff protection, clinically proven. Try Head & Shoulders shampoo and conditioner. For best results, use with every wash. This has been Medifax for Head & Shoulders.
Take a pea-sized amount. That's it. I rub my fingertips together like this. Apply it like a lotion. Fingertips, pits, under boob, thigh folds, butt cracks. 98% of our customers use our cream deodorant on places other than pits. This water-based cream, I'm telling you, it rubs in like a lotion. It's invisible on the skin. It works like a dream. Why didn't someone think of this sooner?
Back to it. Women's tag team match on Dynamite. Should wrap it up here in a minute. Main event still to come. Yeah, cover one right there. 1-2 kick out.
Not too impressed. There's definitely tension between the team. Jade, they get jaded here. That's how she put away Kiera Hogan this past Friday night.
So Jade's staring down. Red Velvet. Tag made. So they're teasing that. They're getting pissed at her and, potentially turn in due time. But helping her out for the time being. A couple crossbodies that they weren't even touching each other when they, hit the maneuver. And then running around the ring, and then a slide on the kick. Cover 1-2 to kick out.
Kiera Hogan, she's got a great motor in the ring. She moves quick. She really brings a lot of speed. Doesn't have a ton of size and height.
Down to a knee. There's a knee to the gut. Invert suplexes. Yep. Tag made. Yep. She does it now. Cargill with a couple big boots. And so, yeah, they've given every match time tonight. They have. I figured this would be quick, but no, they're letting it play out. Now going to pick her up and slam her down. And we're going to get a cover. We're going to get a 1-2-3 when you get this match done and over with, or what? Go whoop her ass. She wants to tag, but then she jumps down, so Jade's by herself. She's going to get rolled up here. 1, 2, and then she kicks out. I'm going to say, even if she does lose, she'd still be undefeated in singles. There's a boot. This will do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're going to do Jade Cargill and Red Velvet one-on-one. Because she just turned her back on me. So they'll promote Rampage. They'll promote Battle of the Belts. Alright. Mox and Brian taking on the Martin brothers. We'll hear from House of Black. Whoever the hell that was in action. Got a tag team match with Britt and Jamie before, tag team match next week. They claimed another rematch against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal at Battle of the Belts. Alright. So they're Jesus Christ. No holds barred match now, but a rematch. Carney BS. 15 refs. That Kurt and Karen are going to get back together, or Sanjay breaks the pencil. Okay, the Acclaimed taking on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal in a rematch. No holds barred for the world titles. Tag team titles, excuse me. Jade and Sky Blue one-on-one. They should do Red Velvet there, but they're not. Orange Cassidy and Kip for the All-Atlantic title. Next week on Dynamite, John Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. Also, well, they say it's Jimmy Hayter and Britt Baker against Saraya, and she says Tony Storm, but I doubt that'll be her tag team partner. Brian's going to take on Takeshita next week. Little Bill's Big Bill will be in action. Match 7 of the Best of 7 Trios titles, as well as Death Triangle and the Elite. But next is the main event with Samoa Joe and Darby Allin for the TNT title in the main event of Dynamite. So, here we go. Lights go out. Darby's getting a special entrance because they're in Seattle. Taking a trip around the city on a skateboard. The face of TNT. And does he have a new entrance song tonight? Or is this just for the video package? Very loud Darby chant, I might add. Face of TNT up in smoke as he has arrived to the arena on a skateboard. And now here comes Darby Allin. And if Wardlow comes out to screw over Samoa Joe, Darby's going to win and become TNT champion tonight. Everybody's making their 2023 debut, so you don't need to put that on the bottom graphic. But he skates to the ring. And yeah, he probably should hit him with a coffin drop to win. And yeah, we could see Sting tonight too, for all we know. Maybe Sting turns on Darby. I don't know. Darby going ringside. Hugging it out with some friends and family. And now here comes the Simone Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. Joe. Yeah, he's a TV champion, both Ring of Honor and AEW is a TNT champ. So he's, yeah, they're saying he's a king of TV right now. They need to merge these damn titles like they do. Joe. So they'll give this about 10 minutes only, unless they're giving us an overrun tonight. So they'll start this, probably go right to break after something happens, ringside maybe. Joe puts the titles down. Gonna grab the one guy from the front row. And then Joe, well, Darby just dived into him. Joe had the towel. And then the skateboard to the back. So now they're fighting up the ramp. So the bell has yet to ring. But Darby with the skateboard to the back of Samoa Joe. God damn it, I was hurt. And then now, with Hazmat Suit, the official referee, where the hell's Darby going? Oh, he's got a ladder. Alright. So Darby going to set that up at the top of the ramp. What the fuck do you think he's going to do with the ladder? He's going to climb it and jump off of it. He's not going to set up or take down Christmas decorations, for God's sakes. Darby off the top of the ladder. And flips and takes out Samoa Joe. Jesus Christ, that had to hurt. Right on the top of the ramp, too. And his back hit the shoulders of Joe. Lower back hit the right shoulder of Samoa Joe, yeah. So now they're fighting down the ramp. Headlock. Remember, bell's yet to ring. Darby chant from the crowd. Another thing, too, about the new, look, now the bell rings, drop kick into the corner. The walkway's a little wider. And we'll see if that is every week or not. But Darby with a kick ringside. And then Joe catches him, oh, shit. Slams him down on the steel steps. God damn, that hurt. Playtime's over, he says. But they go to a break. So this will be it for the night. Get back to the action, and then we'll see what happens, see how it ends. But that'll do for AEW here this evening. See if Joe retains, loses because of a Wardlow, Darby wins, whatever the hell happens, we'll see. Yeah, they go to split screen commercial, picture in picture. So Joe's standing in the ring. They're going to count for Darby to get up and get back to his feet and in the ring. But we'll see how much they'll let that slide, of course, because they're on break. I don't know how many people actually pay attention to when they're on a split screen commercial. Of course, other than people in attendance. But now Darby back to his feet up on the ring apron. Joe slams him, holy shit, into the ring post, and then he goes flying into the corner on the floor into the barricade. So they're checking on him. Yeah, so Samoa Joe dominating here right now. I mean, it has Wardlow coming out written all over it, feels like, because he cut his ponytail off last week. Screwing him over, and then Darby just picks up a cheap win and wins the TNT title in his hometown. And then Ronda Rousey acting like a
should definitely do that.
tough guy in the Raid commercial for the video game. I guess she's got to do something now since she lost the title last week.
Download Raid Shadow Legends and get the legendary Ronda Rousey champion for free.
The legendary Ronda Rousey champion for free, my ass.
We protected that progressive home volleyball day.
Chopped by Joe.
We left our blood, sweat, and tears on that yard. Well, Jamie did anyway.
As they now fight ringside. Now got a Rampage promo. It'll be live this week, followed by Battle of the Belts. We'll see what happens there. Rage continues. Dynamite should be good next week, too. So we'll probably tune in to watch that. Be sure to tune back in. Ain't seen nothing yet. Go back to it on Dynamite. Nope. Still split screen commercial. Another 30 seconds or so here. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Joe back ringside, gonna chase him down. But they roll back into the ring in the meantime.
For just $15 a month for the first 12 months if you switch now. That's 50% off the Visible plan. And yep, one line. Not 4 or 3, not even 2. Just the one. Bruno approves. Offer ends soon. Switch now at Visible.com.
So he's gonna just kick him in the head. And they got about, what, 5 minutes, 6 minutes to go? Yeah. Big kick to the chest. And now slap to the back. And another kick to the chest. And now Joe off the ropes. Elbow drop misses. Darby from behind now in a headlock. Up on his feet, but then slams him down on the back body drop, grabbing the right leg. Darby grabbing him by the eyes. And then a kick on the sweep. They're going to stay with the match if it goes past 10 o'clock, they say. So we'll see if we get an overrun or not. But a Darby chant from the crowd. What's on afterwards? Probably what was on before. Yeah. From one bad show to a good wrestling show to a bad show. Big Bang Theory, Dynamite to Young Sheldon. A knee breaker? Yeah, what the hell was that? He basically did a reversed tombstone, but feet first. This is what it looked like. So how much more fight does Darby have? So let's go Darby chant. Joe says, hold on a second, and then kicks him into the chest. And then back body drop again. Darby screaming. Cover, 1, 2, kick out. So did something go over earlier and now we just got to this point, shorten the main event, or did everything, equal out the way they wanted it to is a big question. I mean, they gave all the matches time. They had 2 long promos. A good show. But, I mean, unless something big happens here at end, the big thing of the night's the Bryan Danielson MJF promo battle back and forth. Rope break. Joe grabs him by the back of the neck. Let's go Darby chant.
In his hometown of Seattle, Jeff Darby Allen's worried about winning the title or not. He's worried about surviving. Because Samoa Joe is beating the holy hell out of him right now. We know that.
Now Darby up on the top rope. Joe gets rolled up now. Joe gonna miss on the clothesline, push him into the corner. Joe gonna rip the top turnbuckle off, but then there's a cover. Count it, 1, 2, kick out. And then Joe has the submission in, but then he rolls it over, cover, 1, 2, kick out. And then into the corner, elbow. And then another sleeper hold. Darby's still in it. And he's fighting back. And then face first goes Joe into the corner where the turnbuckle is exposed. Okay. And now off the top rope. Coffin drop to the back of Joe. Rolls him over, but then going to go up top again with another coffin drop. And now the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Darby Allin's your new TNT champion once again, defeating Samoa Joe in the main event of Dynamite in his hometown of Seattle. We could still get Wardlow to come out to Joe. I mean, is somebody coming out to Darby, though, or are they just going to send off with him celebrating? Probably the latter of those three. He's TNT champ again. So Joe will be Ring of Honor TV champion. For the time being. We'll see how long that lasts. But Darby going to celebrate. I'm sure him, along with Aubrey and Bryan Danielson, will come out afterwards and talk to the crowd. They give him a celebration with confetti. And now here comes Sting down the ramp. Sting coming out and Shivani losing his shit. Is Sting going to turn on Darby? Are they going to have Sting go after the TNT title? Why else is Sting coming out other than turn on him? He's not going to celebrate with him, is he? He does. He picks him up for what it's worth for the time being. All right. He's got to turn on him, man. Come on. So Darby celebrates. And Sting comes out by his side now. And that seemingly does it as they promote Rampage. And they got Battle of the Belts this weekend as well. Got a big Dynamite next week. They're on the road to Revolution, though, 2 months from now. So, yeah, that'll do it for Dynamite tonight. Darby Allin, your new TNT champion. And Sting comes out to help him celebrate. And they fade to black. So, that does it for AEW Dynamite. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Link subscription below. See everybody this weekend and next week and in the days, weeks, and months to come for more live watch long reactions live on YouTube. So, meantime, that'll do it for myself here at Encyclopedia Sports. Go in Luke 96. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Links in the description below.